Right. It's a bit. Oh, who's that behind me? This is the first time I will have been on YouTube about boxing, but I've heard everyone. I mean, fucking hell. You're talking, 99% of the people, whether it be just after the fight, definitely before the fight, but everyone making excuses for AJ. Now, I'll be honest with you. I never watched Andy Ruiz until I see him mentioned, until I see him officially announced, and then obviously you got to see clips of him on the TV and whatnot. And I said to my mate then, I said, Anthony Joshua, I said, are you watching the Joshua fight? Is what I said to my mate Zulu, and he said, nah, I ain't gonna bother watching that. He's fighting some fucking fat lump. And I said, honestly, mate, I said, do you want to watch the clips of this kid, because he can. His boxing IQ and his fighting IQ was levels above AJ. I didn't know that for sure then, and I never said that then. I did say to him he's got a better boxing IQ, and who ain't got a better boxing IQ? No disrespect to AJ, he's an athlete, he's a fucking gold, silver medalist, whatever it is, and he's an unbelievable fighter. He ain't an unbelievable fighter, he's an unbelievable athlete. But there's your difference right there. It's in one. You can fight, or you can be taught to fight. Now, he's been taught to fight. He's mechanical. Left hook, right hook, uppercut. No disrespect to him, alright, he's won some fucking wars against sluggers. This kid weren't a slugger. He knew to go downstairs, upstairs, mix it about. He's quick, throwing 8 punch combinations. And then, I should wind back a little bit. So after the fight, well, not after the fight, not last night, the night before, I watched the majority of his fights, and then they're like they've been videoed in fucking VHS. Do you know what I mean? So whoever was promoting him, Al Heyman's hit the jackpot. I don't know if he was promoting him then because he was fighting at Wild Cards with Manny Pacquiao and whatnot. So I now know, but I was of no knowledge of it. But he had like 31 fights undefeated, and it was a thing. It was a give and take against fucking Joseph Parker, who should be at light heavy in my head, or shouldn't be fighting. He changed his trainer. There you go, he'll win now. No, but anyway, so you watch some of his fights. Most of that Andy Ruiz's fights against, he's fought ex-sparring partners of the Klitschko's. I don't rate the Klitschko's, to be honest with you. They're robotic themselves, but ex-sparring partners that have turned pro 35-0, and he's knocking them out, and they're 6'4", 6'5". He's got a chin like granite. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he doesn't have to walk through shots, but do you know what I mean? He loves to rail, the kid, doesn't he? He's such a lovely fella. Do you know what I mean? He's definitely knocked Canelo off his block, off that Mexican top. AJ don't beat him in the return. I think AJ should steer clear of him. Maybe have a fucking, I don't know where AJ is really. Maybe he is domestic level. Do you know what I mean? He might have had a good fight with fucking Deontay Wilder. They probably will, because they're both hard hitters and they stand up, square on, shoulder square on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, so they never watched any videos of that Ruiz, mate. They judged a book by its cover, because if they would have watched the videos I watched after the fight, which I've already said because I was of no fucking connoisseur of Andy Ruiz beforehand, then they would have known. Do you know what I mean? Alright, when he went down, it ain't always a boxer's straight thing to do, is just to rush straight back in and knock him out. But that's what AJ did, and he got clipped, and he wouldn't have got stopped. He wouldn't have stopped getting clipped either, all the way through till the last bell. Now, people talk about that Ruiz's weight. I see pictures of him on these interviews, home videos, when he was 6, when he was introduced to boxing, and he was a big lump then. So he's had to go through all of his childhood carrying that accent, that extra fat, and so when you're a kid, what do? You get into trouble, you're bolting everywhere, you're lively, you're sprinting, so he's carried the weight. So the conditioning, I'll take my hats off to the conditioner, but he's always been a big lump. It ain't as if he's just turned into a fat cunt, is it? Do you know what I mean? And he ain't a cunt, it's just the way I talk. But yeah, he's levels above anyone in that division, except for Tyson Fury, which I would say would dance with him. Maybe obviously, I think he would avoid more punches because of the way he moves that fucking gypsy nut a bit. But as far as anything else, I'm gonna say there's no one that beats that Ruiz, and Ruiz deserves it, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's had fight after fight after fight, knocking geezers out, and I'm talking 6'5" fucking robots. Do you know what I mean? That's what he's been knocking out, and that's what AJ is. Unfortunately, he's been taught to box. I don't know whether the kid can fight, but Andy Ruiz can fight and box and mix them up, and that's what gives him that IQ. That's what gives him that. You see him if you watch his replays, you'll see him in the You'll see his trainer keep going to him in the corner, stop assaulting the head, stop going to the head, stop assaulting the head. Andy Ruiz he's literally just like he's on cloud nine. He just walks straight back out, and there he is, body head, body head, body head. He's not listening to the trainer at all, because the trainer said don't hit the head. I'm thinking to myself, why not hit the head? He's hurting him. Do you know what I mean? He's quick. You give me another heavyweight, except for Tyson, but Tyson throws punches, but with nowhere near as much clout as Ruiz does. No one beats Ruiz. And I don't think he should change the way he trains. Why fix it if it ain't broke? Do you know what I mean? All right, get a little bit fit. He's got the conditioning. He's just done 12 rounds, 10 rounds beforehand with Lennox Lewis commentating. And Lennox Lewis, after the fight, still couldn't understand really why he had lost. And I'm thinking, you dopey fuck, mate. You watched him fight, and you've obviously followed him. You knew where he had been and what his achievements were. Do you know what I mean? So, no, Andy Ruiz, they give me a dig for that. Andy Ruiz is the real deal, and Mexican history, which is brilliant, and plus it knocks that flash cunt Canelo off that top spot. I think if he defends against AJ, which he will defend, and win, then it just put things into perspective, pound for pound. And they don't come down to fucking body fat, innit? he could become the pound for pound best boxer in the world. Mind you, got Terence Crawford, didn't you, and whatnot. But there you go, that's my thought on Andy Ruiz. If you haven't seen him, watch him, because the kid can bang. I'm now about to go into the gym. It's 7:20 in the morning. It's not normally my thing, but yesterday I was in there, I couldn't get rid of the buzz, and I want to go back in there now and fall all over the treadmill and probably break my chin. But anyway, watch that Ruiz. Wow.